Hello, welcome to Pampered Chef Cooking with Rob. I'm Rob. Tonight we're making garden veggie tortellini salad, pasta salad. It's going to be another great item for Pampered Chef, and I'm going to make it in my 2.5 quart cool and serve because I'm going to take it to work tomorrow for a cookout. So we're going to take it in there so it'll stay cool tomorrow when we're doing that. So I'm going to get started. Tortellini, I've got 1 package of tortellini. I will put the recipe down below so you can see the recipe. I'm going to go ahead and boil this, and I'm going to do it in my Pampered Chef. My Pampered Chef 5.25 quart stock pot, non-stick. Great, very heavy pot from Pampered Chef, non-stick of course. Okay, and while that's going on, I'm going to start mixing my other ingredients here. In my cool and serve dish, I'm going to go ahead and mix, instead of using another bowl, why do that? I'm going to go ahead and mix my olive oil, which 1/2 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar. So 1/2 cup of olive oil in my Pampered Chef measuring cup. There's 1/2 cup of that. You know what I could do? I could take that out so you can see it. You can see that a little bit better. And then 1/4 cup of white wine vinegar. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of Pampered Chef garden vegetable mix. Ooh, yummy. It's a dip mix. You can also make it as a dip. We're going to use it here in this recipe. I'm using my adjustable measuring spoon from Pampered Chef. Of course. 3 healthy tablespoons there. We're going to whisk that all together. The oil, the white wine vinegar, and the garden vegetable mix. We're already starting to get a good smell going here. Okay, we've got all that whisked together. That looks delicious. That looks like it's got some whole vegetable in the veggie mix. Okay, now we're going to use one of my favorites, a newer product from Pampered Chef, the RAPID-PREP Mandoline. Oh, it's got so many uses. So I got 2 bell pepper quarters. I'm going to stick those, it says, on top of each other. We're going to stick those in the chute. Use our little pusher. And so number 3 thickness. We're going to slice. Slice-a-rama, and we're going to use number 3. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to do that with the other quarters. Okay, now we're going to do a 1/4 of a seedless cucumber. I could not find a seedless cucumber, so I'm going to do 1/4 of a regular cucumber. Sorry, it's going to have seeds. And we're going to do this on a fry cut at number 5 thickness. So a fry cut. Turn this all the way back to a fry cut. 4, 5, and 5. That's a nice cut. I like that. Then we're going to add the peppers and the cucumber and the tomatoes to a bowl with dressing. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to cut my tomatoes first, and I get to use one of my other favorite products. And we all know what that is. That's the closing cut, because we want half cherry tomatoes. I'm not going to try to cut those individually. Right. I'm going to cut my tomatoes, and I'm going to use my longer blue knife. My Sandoku is not quite long enough. All right, so now I have my tomato halves, and I'm going to stick that with my green pepper and my cucumbers into my dressing that I made. Olive oil and white wine vinegar with the vegetable seasoning. I'm going to mix those in. Whisk that in really good. Ooh, this is going to be yummy. Okay, so I've got that mixed in. And my tortellini is done. So I'm going to strain my tortellini in my Pampered Pchef stainless steel colander for my tortellini. Now it says to let the tortellini cool. So instead of sitting here and waiting for the tortellini to cool, I'm going to just put some cold water over the tortellini. We're going to rinse it. And that should cool it off. Stop it from cooking. Okay, now I'm going to pour my tortellini into my mixture here. And I'm going to mix that up. I tell you, I'm going to use a Pampered Chef wooden spoon to mix all that together. Now we're going to want to let this sit for at least an hour. I'm going to let it sit overnight, but let those flavors just meld with the pasta. Meld with the vegetables. Oh, it looks delicious. And that garden seasoning, garden fresh. This would be great. Great for summer picnics. Great for spring picnics. Great for cookouts. Easy, simple. This could be your go-to. This could be your new go-to dish when you need to bring a dish to a cookout. Okay, I've only got one last thing to add, and that's my feta cheese. And it calls for a package of 6 ounces. And I couldn't find one that was 6 ounces, so I found one that's 12 ounces. So I'm just going to eyeball it and do about half. Half the cheese. So it's crumbled feta. Some of it's crumbled a little more than other. And we'll just go with that much. And I want to mix that in with my seasoning and my veggies and my tortellini. Ooh, let me tell you. Oh, I got a little bit, of course I got a little bit stuck in my whisk. I shouldn't have been using a whisk. I should have been using a spoon. I want to make sure this gets good and coated. So when I set it overnight, all those flavors are just going to meld together. Meld. That's our new word today. Melding with Pampered Chef. And that's it. That's all I've got to do. I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it in the cool and serve. And tomorrow, when I'm ready to take it to work, I'm going to pop out the insert, put in the frozen piece on the bottom, and stick that right back on top, and that will stay cold 4 to 6 hours, okay, depending on the heat of where you are. Now, before I leave, you know I have to give it a taste. I can't recommend a recipe unless I've tasted it. Oh, wow. That tortellini is perfect. The garden fresh seasoning is great on these vegetables. This is going to be a hit at any party you take it to. Be sure and like the video this evening, share the video, and comment on the video if you'd like. But more than anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Constantly coming out with new product videos and recipes. This is a brand new recipe from Pampered Chef. And so if you want to see those, be sure and subscribe to the channel. Be sure and share it with your friends. We're doing our best to grow this channel and make it a great place for people to come to see Pampered Chef products. So thanks for joining us. Pampered Chef Cooking with Rob.